This is the one and only, the lovely Sweet Tea. Welcome to my channel. Comment, like, and subscribe. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sweet Tea, aka the lovely Sweet Tea, and I'm back with another video. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, glad to have you here, and if you're old, thanks for coming back and vibing with your girl. Y'all are my tea babies. All right, so today I'm doing a story time. Well, it's not the typical story. It's just more like I made a mistake and said story. It's not really story. It's like telling you how and why I stopped eating chocolate and certain things that I don't eat anymore, and why, especially candies and salty foods. Okay, so y'all, for the longest of time I always loved chocolate. Ever since I can remember, I am a chocoholic. I love me some chocolate, and it really breaks my heart that I can't eat chocolate no more like I want to. But all throughout the years I've always been a big buyer of chocolate. Hershey's Kisses, the big gigantic chocolate bars, Hershey bars, what you call it, Bluebell ice cream, like with vanilla and chocolate in it. You know, the Neapolitan, I like that, with chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. Either the Great Divide by Bluebell, chocolate on one side and vanilla on the other side. Hunt's pudding, chocolate pudding. Hot cocoa with pudding, with chocolate in it. What else? Tootsie Rolls, Sneaker bars, M&M's, chocolate mint candy, just anything with chocolate in it. But for the most part, you know, you just don't know. I done devoured, I'm talking about bags and bags, $9.99, $9.99 bags of chocolate Kisses, because that's how much they was running back then. Me by myself, and then when my little girl came along, which is not good for her, she done helped me eat some of the chocolate, but I just made sure I watch how much of it she ate, just a few pieces, you know, here and there. But the reason why I cannot eat it anymore, because guess what, I got a heart problem, and heart patients have to watch their caffeine intake. And so recently I've been having all these heart problems. I even recently ended up in the hospital, because one day, honey, I got up and my heart was like skipping a whole lot of beats back to back to back, then taking my breath away a little bit. I mean, it kept doing big skips, and like, you know. So yeah, I ended up going to the hospital, and they admitted me in the hospital and stuff like that. And they ran all kinds of tests on my heart. I stayed into the next couple of days or so, and yeah, they ran all kinds of tests on me and stuff like that. But you know, I ended up going also to do a lot of lab work, and you know, and talk with my doctor afterwards. And the lab work came back saying that I'm a pre-diabetic, I got high cholesterol, and I'm a severe anemic, like my blood real low, like. And the doctor, you know, she let me know during, you know, when I told her I had been to the hospital, and she know about my heart and everything. She told me to stay away from caffeine. But that's not the first time. I had another doctor, a heart doctor, back in the past, to let me know too, you know, don't mess with caffeine. Even after he said that, I kept messing with caffeine. So I wondered, did it cause my heart to get a little, you know, worse or whatever. But yeah, so now I'm ever so mindful about touching chocolate. I be going in the stores doing my grocery shopping, and I be looking like, ooh, down the candy aisles and such, and like, ooh, that looks so good. I just can't believe I can't have chocolate no more. But you know, like about a week ago, I went on and ate a piece or two, like, you know, the little regular size Hershey candy bar, and it'd be like in the checkout line and stuff like that. I went on and got like 3 of those, and I said I'm gonna try myself with it, and broke off a few pieces and ate it. And I did feel a few palpitations, because like I had my heart stopped skipping beats for a couple of days, but the minute I ate that chocolate, there it was again. My heart was skipping beats, but not as bad to make me go into the hospital. So yeah. Oh, and tea. I love tea. But it has to say decaffeinated. But I just love some Gold Peak tea, and it's a couple of more teas out there. Milo tea. Ooh, I love Milo tea. And it's another tea out there. It's a green tea. But green teas have caffeine in it too, and some of them don't. But yeah, so. And another thing, like I said, I'm going to share some things with y'all, things I cannot eat. I have high blood pressure. And anytime I eat too much salt, like I'm allergic to cheese. I could put one piece of cheese inside of my eggs or inside of something, and next thing you know, there go my pressure done went up. Hot dogs, I can't eat hot dogs. And I love potato chips. I ran through so many bags, family size bags of cheddar chips, barbecue, Lay's chips, all the Lay's brands I love. And I just can't eat that stuff. Not to mention my teeth messed up in the back. So yeah, it's a lot of reasons why I can't eat a lot of stuff. One being the heart and one being the teeth in the back. Can't hardly grip and chew that stuff, and so I just be like, man, forget it. So that's one of the reasons why I lost a lot of weight here recently. Because I used to be a big old huge girl, and I lost a whole bunch of weight because I can't eat right, and it just turns me off. I'll be trying to chew and eat this and that, and then some of it escape down my throat, chunks of this and chunks of that, and I'd be like, man, forget it. So yeah, but trust and believe, I miss eating that kind of stuff, and then I'd be looking at other people who do eat stuff like that all around me, and I'd be like, man, they lucky. I can't even eat like that. Dang, So yeah, it's very bothersome and hurtful, because when I tell you I love chocolate, and I miss it and I want it in my life, and I be hoping, my heart strengthen back up, and I can do that one day, start by eating chocolate, have a day wherein I can just eat me a whole chocolate candy bar, or one of the big old jumbo. I didn't ever eat the big all of the jumbo, but I eat half of that jumbo. And honey, I sit there and be watching me something good on TV and just be enjoying my chocolate, or eat like a big huge handful of chocolate kisses. But yeah, so I can't even just I can't be mindless when it come down to chocolate. Anything that has caffeine in it, I gotta watch out. I gotta be careful and just look and observe and make sure it don't have caffeine in it. So yeah, I got teas and stuff like that at the house with caffeine in it. But I can't touch it, and so I gotta give it away, or whatever the case may be. Cause honey, if I drink that tea and all that caffeine in it, soon after that my heart gonna start acting up. But y'all, it's sad, it's bad to have a heart condition, but I'm lucky I don't have like a real bad one like some people have, but I be having every once in a while sharp pains in my chest, and I just be wondering and thinking, like, having a heart condition, that can shorten my life. Because guess what, I be at work too, and my heart be just skipping on certain days, skipping beats. I be sitting up there working on my computer or whatever, because I'm a CSR. So I be sitting up there and my heart just be skipping beats and skipping beats. Just the other day, like today is Monday, but on Friday or Thursday, it was skipping so many beats till I almost went home. And it made me feel tired too. And it just made me feel some type of way. So I started to carry my behind home and just lay down. But I ain't want to mess up my hours, my pay. I wanted all my pay, so I toughed it out. I sat there, and it's funny, I be amongst my co-workers and stuff like that, and it's a whole bunch of them, but I be like determined to not say nothing. But another reason, I'm trying to figure out what is causing my heart to keep doing all this skipping beats. I'm not on no caffeine, not eating no chocolate. So what is it? I don't know. I just had a sonogram done to my stomach, because when I was working at Walmart, I pulled something in my side and it was off. You know, every time I move, I could feel like something shifting, moving my side. And I'd be like, ooh, what is that? You know, so I laid up on the table not too long ago. I went to this this place where they do sonograms, and I laid on the table and they x-rayed my stomach. I had to hold my breath. She said, okay. She said, hold your breath. Hold it. And I'll be holding my breath. Then she say, okay, breathe out. You know, that's every time she put the little rolling thing on my stomach that was viewing my insides, and you can see my insides on the screen. She'll keep saying, hold my breath. And sometimes she'll make me hold my breath so long. That was an aggravating day too. But the test results came back all right. So I'm wondering what is causing my heart. Oh, and another thing, I guess it could be because my iron real low. So I've been drinking, look y'all, this right here, look, it's a smoothie, right? But it got beets in it. So I went out because it's full of iron. So I went out and bought beets, avocados. So that smoothie consists of beets, avocados, 2% milk, beets, avocado, bananas, and blueberries. So that's why I got that purple color to it, because blueberries in them beets. And beets is full of iron, y'all. So I read up on it because I like to go the natural way. My doctor, she want me to take iron pills, so I got that prescription pill for the iron. It's vitamin C and iron together. But then when I read the paperwork on it, it's talking about side effects and real bad side effects, what it can cause. So honey, I can't stand medications and stuff like that, and especially when you end up seeing the little paperwork about it, and it be talking about all these side effects and stuff like that. So that turned me off. So I decided to go the natural way to build up my iron. Yeah, so maybe that could be the cause of iron being low and my heart skipping beats. So y'all, with all them problems like that, also when I ended up going in the hospital and stuff, I told all my kids, not all of them, but a couple of my kids, that I love them. Basically, I was like saying my goodbyes, because, you know, having a heart condition, that can take you out the game any day. So I made sure I've been telling them I love this. Always know I love you. Anything happen to me, I tell my little girl, she's 10 years old, mommy love you so much, okay? Because I be having a lot of little things going on with me, and it be odd. Like the other day, I walked inside Aldi's, and I was vlogging, right? My little girl had the camera. She was vlogging and showing off the inside of Aldi's. Time we stepped through the door of Aldi's to start our vlog off, and now here come my eye. Seemed like I was trying to have a seizure. That's the only way I can put it. Either a seizure or a stroke. It was one of them, because this eye right here, to me, the vision split in half, and I couldn't keep on walking because my vision was distorted. When I look at something, everything was like split in half. One part of the object was down, one part of the object was down here. That's the way it looked like a split was going across of it. And then in return, it made me can't walk forth. And then also I felt like I was making the ugliest face. Like I felt like this eye too had went up that way. It was the strangest thing ever. It went up that way. Have you ever seen like a person have a seizure, and they be like looking a certain way and jerking, and they be having a stare up that way? That's the way that I immediately started staring up that way, but this eye too felt stretched out of place, and my vision was cut in half right there. And I was like, I called my little girl and said, wait, stop vlogging, cut the camera, something going on with me. And I thought I was gonna have a seizure or a stroke. And I stopped and I grabbed my eye. Whoever was coming in the door behind me, they had to swerve around me. I grabbed my eye and I started rubbing it and then I let go to see what it looked like, and it was back to normal. But my heartbeat was fast. My heart rate was up. Like something went wrong, y'all. I'm telling you. It felt like I was gonna have a seizure or stroke. So now I often, through the run of the day, I think back on that day. What was that? Was I having a seizure or a stroke? Was I trying to? And I'd be thinking, is it going to come back? And I'd be like dreading and saying to myself, I hope it don't come back. Oh my gosh, please, in the name of Jesus, don't let nothing like that happen and take place, that happen again, and then it be even worse. I'm telling you, let me show you the face that I felt like I was making. I don't know whether that's the face I was making, but this is the way I felt like that I just was. And it went up that way, and it was out of control, and my vision was split in half, and everything was split in half, and I had to just stop and go and rub, and let go and go, okay, I'm all right, everything okay. Like, what was that? But y'all who are watching this video, y'all pray for me, because it's like, oh, let me tell y'all, I'm just sharing everything because my family, my friends, people need to know this. This been happening to me for some years too. It's like, I don't know that I be having a mini stroke or what this is, but something be going on, like it's pain and pressure. It jumps in certain areas of my body. I remember one time I was with my daughters. We was all standing around talking and having a good time, and right in my pelvic area came pressure, pain in my pelvic area, pressure and weakness, and it was like, oh, it was carrying on. There was so much pressure going across my whole lower, pressure and pain, and I was just vibing with them, but I ain't let them know nothing. They was talking and having a good time, but I kind of sat down and I was on the arm of the couch, and I was like, ooh, what is that, to myself? But they wasn't paying me no attention. They didn't know this was going down. Okay, that happened at that moment when we was talking. Then another time I was sitting on the toilet, all that pain and pressure happened, and I mean, it's debilitating. You can't hardly do nothing. Then one time I was walking, and all of a sudden it hit me up under my shoulder blade in the back, and it had me going like this, like, oh, it was right up under my shoulder blade, and was making my arm where it can't move. I couldn't move that side right there, and I was jacked up like this with one arm going, oh, I had to stand right there. Oh, that hurt. Oh, what is that? And it was right up under pain, pressure, burning, and it just had me jacked up. And then it's been happening throughout the years. It's still been happening. It jumps all over my body. The other morning, it was in my arm. It was like in my whole arm and shoulder. It was like pain and pressure, and then it made my arm limp, and it was just carrying on. And I was like, oh, it comes on suddenly, and it intensifies, and it just be going on like a contraction in your arm, and the burning, the pain, and it make your arm limp. So yeah, it's starting to happen more frequently. It used to happen every once in a while, like once or twice a year, but now it's starting to be a little more frequent. Yeah, and I feel like I need to go and just have a lot of tests ran, see if I got cancer in my body somewhere, see if I'm got some other kind of sickness. But one thing I can say, and I'm not gonna keep this story going too long, I did get tested for AIDS, and I'm gonna do a story time on that one, and I don't have it, and I'm so glad. But I'm gonna do a story time on that one, cause I had to rule that out too, see what's going on, and that's not the case. So yeah, y'all, I'm at work right now, talking in the parking lot. I see here all the co-workers going on in the building. It's not time. I keep keeping my eye. I turn my phone and look. It's 8:17 a.m. and but I gotta be in there by 8:30, and I'm sure they're gonna talk about me in there, cause when we come to work, and anybody who was successful and made a lot of bill pulls, the previous day, they'll come the next day, and they have your name on the board, and we have like a pep rally, a big meeting, and that's when they bring you up, and everybody turn around and look at you, all the new people and all the older people, and they be like, all right, yay. They be like, LaTanya, she did this and that, and everybody go to applauding for me. or whatever. And so I'm sure they're gonna mention me because I was on a roll Friday. I had 2 sales and altogether 4 bill pulls and 2 sales, so it was all good Friday. So I'm sure they're gonna mention me, and I gotta be in here and put my stuff in the refrigerator, you know, in the cafeteria. I got my little lunch going on and all that. But yeah, y'all pray for me, y'all. And I ain't gonna stay too long on this video. I'm about to hop up off here, but I just thought I would come on here and let y'all know why I can't eat certain things. I can't eat salty foods and chocolates and teas and all that stuff no more, and how I feel about it. It just makes me feel bad, and I miss it, and it was I love it, and I just wish I could eat it. And one day I guess y'all be like, why you ain't got your teeth fixed? Because when I go to the dentist and then I'm missing my tooth, I need so much dental work. They say my heart will act up when they put that Novocaine in my mouth, and so you know they gotta numb your mouth to do it, and that affects my heart. Isn't that some mess? I can't even take get my doggone teeth fixed, and I want to have my beautiful smile back. I've been so embarrassed about my smile. I can't even smile. I used to have pretty teeth. But anyway, y'all, it's your girl Sweet Tea, and I'm up out this thing. Y'all stay blessed, okay? Positive. And like I say, pray for me, okay? Because I'm going through a lot and don't even know what's going on in my body. All right, y'all. Peace.